Now let's move on to the next page, page number 82. Let's start reading. Let us know more about these religious festivals. Now let's start reading about the religious festivals which are celebrated in our country. First is Holi. Holi is celebrated at the end of the winter season. This festival also celebrates the arrival of the spring season. Holi is the festival of colors. People play with colors and have fun. Color, food, music, and gifts are used to celebrate the victory of good over evil. Here, evil I have underlined, right? The meaning of evil, bad. So now, when is Holi celebrated? Holi is celebrated at the end of the winter season. Most probably it comes in the month of March. And this festival is celebrated with great joy. And with what is it celebrated? It is celebrated with colors. And that is why it is called the festival of colors. People play with colors and enjoy. They apply colors on each other and enjoy. They also enjoy different kinds of food, sweets, music, and they exchange gifts also. And this festival also marks the victory of good over evil. Now the next one is Dashera. The festival of Dashera is celebrated on the 10th day of Navratri. It celebrates the victory of Lord Rama over Ravan. Now, when is Dashera celebrated? Like you people know that in Navratri, during Navratris, on the 10th day of Navratri, Dashera is celebrated, and it mainly comes in the month of October. During the month of October, Navratri are celebrated, and on the 10th day of Navratri, Dashera is celebrated. And this festival celebrates what? It celebrates the victory of Lord Rama over Ravan, because Lord Rama has fought a battle with Ravan and he has won the battle. It gives us the message that good always wins over the evil. What message does this festival give us? It gives us the message that good always wins over bad. People go to see the famous folk play of Ram Leela. Like people, children, that during Navratras in the month of October, at night, the folk play is played by some people, and that is called Ram Leela. You might also be going to watch that Ram Leela at night during those Navratris. So, people play the famous folk play of Ram Leela. The story of Lord Rama is shown in the play. Whose story is shown in the play? The story of Lord Rama. Like when he was a king and when he went for exile for 14 years with his brother Lakshman and his wife Sita, and there he fought the battle with Ravan, and all these things are shown in the folk play of Ram Leela. At the end of the play, the effigy of Ravan is burnt, showing the end of evil. Effigy, the meaning is already given in your books. It means a model of a person. Like you know that on Dashera, in the evening, the model of Ravan is burnt. The crackers are tied with the model of Ravan, and then the Ravan is burned. What does it show? What does it depict? That good always wins over evil. Dashera is also celebrated in the name of Vijayadashmi, as goddess Shakti fought with the demon Mahisasur for 10 days. So now this Dashera is also celebrated as by which name? By the name of Vijayadashmi. Why? Because goddess Shakti also fought with the demon Mahisasur for how many days? For 10 days. Now the next one is Durga Puja. Durga Puja is the most popular festival of West Bengal. People worship goddess Durga on this day. Now, this Durga Puja is the main famous festival of which state? It is the famous festival of West Bengal. And who is worshipped on this day? Goddess Durga is worshipped on this day. Idols of goddess Durga are placed in various pandals. You know what is a pandal? It is a kind of a shelter which is erected with poles to give a support to the roof, and those poles are particularly made of bamboo. Those are bamboo poles, and they give a shelter to a roof. And in these pandals, the various idols of goddess Durga are placed, and people come there in those pandals to worship goddess Durga. The goddess is seen as holding weapons in her 10 hands to kill Mahisasur, the evil demon. Now, you can see in the picture itself, the goddess is having 10 hands and she is holding the weapons in her hand to kill the Mahisasur. That was the evil demon. You can see the Mahisasur is here down on her feet. So she was holding the weapons to kill the famous demon Mahisasur. That was the evil demon. The priests worship the idols of goddess Durga and chant traditional mantras. What do the priests do? Priests means the pandits. What do they do? They worship the idols of goddess Durga. They worship goddess Durga and sing. Chant means to sing. They sing the traditional mantras, like they sing some kind of mantras also while worshipping goddess Durga. People wear new clothes and move out of their homes to see the beautifully decorated pandals and worship the goddess. On this day in West Bengal, what do the people do? They wear new clothes and they move out of their houses to see the beautiful pandals which are decorated so beautifully, and they go to the pandals to worship goddess Durga. Now the next one is Diwali. Diwali is the festival of lights. What is Diwali called? Diwali is called the festival of lights. On this day, people celebrate the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after the victory of Rama over Ravan. Now, why is this festival celebrated? This festival is celebrated because on this day, Lord Rama came back to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile and after winning a battle with Ravan. And this he won the battle with Ravan, and on this day he came back to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile. The festival also celebrates the victory of good over evil. This festival also marks the victory of good over evil, means that Ram was right and Ravan was wrong. So Lord Rama has won the battle, and this shows the victory of good over evil. The houses are cleaned and lighted with diyas. And on this day, what do? We clean the houses and we light our houses with diyas and candles. People wear new clothes. Businessmen start their new accounts. On this day, people, children, everybody wears new clothes, and the businessmen, what do? They start their new accounts on this day, as they think that it is the most favorable day of the year to start their new financial year. People worship goddess Lakshmi and welcome her in their homes. They eat and distribute sweets. On this day, whom do people worship? They worship goddess Lakshmi. In the evening, goddess Lakshmi is worshipped, and all the people welcome goddess Lakshmi in their homes. They pray to goddess Lakshmi that goddess Lakshmi, please visit our homes and bless us. Then on this day, people also distribute sweets and enjoy the festival by bursting crackers. Now move on to the next page. Raksha Bandhan. The festival celebrates the brother-sister bonding. The sister applies tilak and ties Rakhi on the brother's wrist, wishing him well-being. The brother in return vows to protect the sister. Now this Raksha Bandhan, children, you all are celebrating Raksha Bandhan. And this festival mainly comes in the month of August. And what does this festival depict? What does this indicate? This festival indicates the strong bonding of brother and sister. What do the brother and sister do on this day? The sister applies tilak on the forehead of brother. As you can see in the picture itself, sister is applying tilak on the brother's forehead, and then she ties rakhi on the wrist of her brother, and then wishes him well-being, and then wishes him good luck and wishes him blessings. And what does the brother give in return? He vows. Vows means to make a promise. He promises that he will always protect his sister throughout his life. Next is Eid ul-Fitr. Eid ul-Fitr is an important festival of Muslims. The festival marks the end of Ramzan, the holy month of fasting. Now, Eid ul-Fitr is an important festival of Muslims. Like Muslims celebrate this festival with great pomp and show. And this festival ends what does it mark? It marks the end of Ramzan. Like, what is the meaning of Ramzan? Like, before this festival comes, for the whole month, the people go for fasting. People dress up in fine clothes, attend a special community prayer in the morning, visit friends and relatives, and exchange sweets. Now, what do the people do on this day when the Eid ul-Fitr is celebrated? What do? They wear new clothes, they go to the mosque, and all the people gather over there in the morning. They attend a prayer, and after that, they greet each other with Eid Mubarak. They greet each other. They visit the houses of their friends and relatives, and then exchange sweets also. They greet each other Eid Mubarak. A special sweet called Sevai is prepared in homes. How do they greet each other on this day? By saying Eid Mubarak to each other. And which dish is prepared on this day by them? A special sweet dish called Sevai is prepared in homes on Eid ul-Fitr. Now the next is Guru Parv. The Sikhs observe the birth anniversaries of their Gurus as Guru Parv. The birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev is on Kartik Purnima. The Sikhs observe the birth anniversaries, like whenever the birthday of any Guru is there, that is celebrated as Guru Parv by the Sikh community. The birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev is on Kartik Purnima. This is a special day on which Guru Nanak's birthday is celebrated, and this Kartik Purnima mainly comes in the month of November. The birth anniversary of the 10th and last Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, is also celebrated as a festival. Guru Gobind Singh's birthday is also celebrated as a festival, and this festival mainly comes at the end of the month of December or in the beginning of the month of January every year. People visit Gurudwaras to listen to Gurbanis from the holy book of Guru Granth Sahib. Now, on these days, whenever this Guru Parv is celebrated, people go to Gurudwaras. Why do they go to Gurudwaras? To celebrate Guru Parv and to listen to the Gurbani from the holy book of Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Granth Sahib is a holy book of the Sikhs, and the Gurbani is recited on this day from the Guru Granth Sahib, and people go to Gurudwaras to listen to the Gurbanis and celebrate the festival of Guru Parv. Langar, or the holy food, is also served in the Gurudwaras. After listening to the Gurbani in the afternoon, Langar, or the holy food, is also served in the Gurudwaras.